Hello, are we back? I think we're back. Yeah, so again, I don't know. So that's what I was testing for. Hello, hey Buck Native, welcome. Yeah, so I'm not sure what was going on there. Again, like very weirdly, it disconnected the stream on one, but it didn't disconnect it on the second one. So what I'm gonna do, I think, with that. Just do one stream. Yeah, no, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm only gonna do one. I've got rid of the other stream for now. I'll just have to kind of live with that for now, and I'm gonna have to try and figure out why that keeps happening, because obviously that's not acceptable, because that keeps happening. But anyway, back to what we were talking about. This is Duke Nukem 64. And like you can see, they've changed a bunch of the things in this, so it's no longer like naked ladies on the screen. It's like an alien invasion movie. Before the stream died, I was going to say I'm actually not sure what became trendy to hate texture filtering. That's fair. I mean, it's a personal thing for everyone. People like it, people hate it, don't they? But that's one of the reasons why I was doing a late night stream, because I wanted to make sure that and we're back. Easy for stream. Yeah, so we'll see if just streaming like normally causes it to happen again. But this is why I'm testing now, because I wanted to see if this was the cause. What the cause was. Because I'm trying to isolate what the reason that keeps happening is. See, we're doing a science. We're doing a science, and that's good. Easier for streaming. I really like 0 Hour on the N64. Yeah, it's really good. It's a really good port of of Duke Nukem 64. Of Duke Nukem 3D, sorry. Yeah, I mean, oh wait, there's a secret here. If you come in here on this version, they've actually added in this whole new section here. That's a keep out sign, so we're definitely gonna not keep out. And we actually get to go inside this little store here. You have the jetpack. I do. If we get rid of the enemies here, you can actually see we're actually behind that wall on the road. So they're not physically connected, but you can actually see where the shop's meant to be. Each console version is unique in some way. Yeah, exactly. They did a really good job, I think, with this. Haha. So yeah, we got the jetpack, which means we can go for a quick fly around. There we go. Cool. This port was made by Eurocom. Absolutely legendary Disney Hercules Sphinx. Yeah, Eurocom were great. They did some James Bond games as well. They're pretty iconic. Want to hit the exit. There we go. So what's crazy on this level in particular, they've actually changed quite a lot. So if you look around here, for example, the pawn store is now a gun boutique. Don't ask me how that's better than it being a pawn shop. We've also got a Duke Burger here, which it actually plays into the theme of the later bit of a level. I just knocked that grenade back into me. Excellent. So I don't really have an issue with texture filtering, but like you say, people don't like it, and you know, it's one of those things that some people are very subjective of. I mean, to be fair, I play in 4x3, and there are some people who can't stand that. So, you know, people are sensitive to all kinds of things. Grab that armor. So I'm going to show you something really cool here. If we head up here, if we actually jump up there, okay. So I've kind of messed this up because we died, but don't wait. Nukem can save the day. Who gave me all the items? Who gave me all the items, I ask you? If you actually come up here, you can actually see this subway station here. Now, this isn't in the PC version. I have no problem with 4x3. But yeah, so the reason I've cheated is just to show you this. But yeah, there's a subway station here. Now, if later on in episode 3, during the subway level, we can actually come back here and we can actually look back into this level. They actually feed into each other. That's a really cool feature that, you know, they didn't really need to add that, but they did anyway, and I appreciate them for doing it. Yeah, so you can see as well, like, Wang on the back wall there. They turned Duke 3D into Metroidvania. Well, they could have done. I like this kind of thing, though, because it adds depth to the world. Now, I'm going to die so that I don't cheat. Yeah, if we go inside here, functionally, this room is exactly the same as it was. They've just swapped out all the pawn things for guns. Discuss with me how that is better. Because I guarantee you can't. I guarantee you can't. You mess, no Duke Wang. I've done this in my own game where you can see a destination. So I think it's a very underrated feature in a lot of games that you can look back into previous sections of levels. It's definitely something that I think should be in more games, but is not in more games. But yeah, I have no idea why they thought a gun store was more appropriate than like a porno place. But hey, you know. Also, when we come into the gun back bit here, we still get to see this lovely lady jiggling her booty to us. Now, I'm not going to stir that for too long because the YouTube gods will smite me down. But I will show it you again. Oh wait, we blew it up. Okay, guys, I need you to get out. I need you to get out so we can look at the booty. Okay, no, we're not seeing booty. We're just seeing swiveling those hips. Like, I should have been offended, but I love this. So I love this because this is basically a protest by the Eurocom. Because basically they've gone, well, you know what? You can take the sexy bits out of the game. We'll just put them back in a different context. So I kind of approve of that. That is low key, like very, very, very funny. Also, again, mirrors have been blown up. They do have these mirrors kind of like imprinted, but you just never see Duke in a mirror. Nice, is that Duke Nukem 64? No, so I'm using Red Nukem. So Red Nukem is a fork of the E-Duke Source port. It's really good. Like, honestly, if you want to play this on PC, this gives you good controls, and I think that's just about the best reason to play, because the controls on the original are awful. Awful, awful, awful. Do not recommend. Another difference as well that you'll notice, we actually get our hands on these two SMGs. I actually prefer the SMGs in terms of being weapons, because they kick ass. They absolutely, like, kick ass. We play Nuclear Winter for Christmas. I might do. I might do that, because to be honest, there's no better time to do that. Who's shooting me? Yeah, we don't have health to be playing around with you, so you can die. You can die on me, please. Yeah, we get dual SMGs in this version. Pretty nice, actually. Like I said, I actually kind of prefer them, low key. Oh God! So you got to get used to firing the lovely. You've got to get used to firing the grenade launcher because sometimes the grenades just take on a life of their own. Oh. I promise you, we are going to finish this level. I promise you, we are going to finish this level. And yes, you can still do this. Drop shotgun. Thank you. Thank you. Get back here. Get back here. Get back here. Come on. Thank you. Thank you. 0 hour is up. It's great. Time to kill. You better not kill me. Did the period accurate weapon in 0 hour? They remind me of Shadow Warrior. 3D explosion effects are cool. Yeah, no, like I said, this version is really well thought out. There's a lot of considered improvements that make it a lot better, in my opinion, than the PlayStation 1 version. People will say the PlayStation 1 version's better, but I think that it's just the music. The only reason people say that version's better is because of the music. That's the only reason, in my opinion, you'd say that. I didn't grab the yellow key, did I?
Come get some.
We are getting it, Duke. We are getting it. So you can see here, the Gentleman's Club that was in the PC version has been converted into a Duke Burger. Now, functionally, don't ask me why there's a pool table in a Duke Burger, but, you know, whatever. I remember the building demolition having a 50% chance of freezing the game on N64. Really? I didn't know that. The cognitive dissonance of me being a die-hard feminist, but loving the launch of Duke is a thing. To be fair, like, in my opinion, you should always take Duke Nukem with, like, a grain of salt. You'll also notice that they've got rid of the booby bar here, and instead it's now a, like, back room for... It's now a back room for the restaurants. Well, the Duke Burger. Don't know if I call it a restaurant, to be honest. By the way, I've noticed, and I'm saying this because I'm pointing it out, we haven't dropped any frames yet. And that might... I put that down to try to dual stream, so I think that's the problem. I actually think it's the... whatever the ingest mechanism is, it's been messing up on the streams recently, so but yeah, they've put a whole Duke Burger in here, which is really, really cool. And it brings you back onto the street here. Those explosions are gross without filtering. I mean, like I said, filtering's one of those things that I don't really pay any mind to it because it doesn't bother me. But obviously, I know it upsets some people, so you know. Go, go, go. So I kind of like how this babe is like just trapped in the liquid water, in the toxic water there. That's pretty nasty. Duke Nukem Forever certainly forgot the not jokeify of the whole shit. Yeah, that's a bit trippy. Where's the TNT video coming out? Okay. Yeah, that's coming out tomorrow. Are you talking about the TNT Team TNT video? Yeah, I won't lie, I ended up being busier yesterday than I expected, and I kind of got a bit distracted because of that, but you know, it is what it is. I will get it out as soon as I can. So you can see that if you remember in the PC version, by the way, this is a strip joint. There are women dancing, lap dancing there, lap dancing there, lap dancing over there. It's pretty glorious. In this one, you just get the D meat. You get the D meat, and we're outside. No seizure room. Hell yeah, I grew up on Duke 64. Hey, Carnivorous Giraffe, welcome, welcome. Yeah. There you go. Who says I'm not polite? They're gonna kill me. No, they're not. Said no one. So yeah, instead of doing a fight in a titty bar, you actually do a fight in like the delivery center for Duke Burger, which, I mean, there's meat in both. That's all I'll say. So I'm just gonna show you quickly, because I don't mind showing you this. If you try to walk around this here, you'll see that they very cleverly just made this a brick wall, but you're never supposed to actually be able to get out into this area. E-meat. I wonder what that's innuendo for. Well, if you can't work that out, I don't know if you're over 18, because let me tell you, I would say it's pretty obvious. Oh look, John Cena's going to be made to tap out in his last match. How sad. The anger of seeing John Cena tap out in his final match has made me die. Me to both. No, man, love your Doom stuff. Yeah, no, like I said, the thing with the TNT video is I'm working with a lot of quotes, so I want to make sure I get the quotes right. I don't really want to kind of half-arse it. Because you know, I could put it out very quickly, but then it might not be at the standard I want it to be. So who's shooting me from behind?
It's time to make tracks.
What I'm going to do, I'm going to save as well. I think that's a lesson I need to learn, is to save regularly. Okay, we're going to. Oh wait, hold up a minute. I saved earlier. Oh, I'm so stupid. I'm genuinely stupid. Why didn't I just do this earlier? Chalk that one up to me being stupid. How do you run it? Please do Doom 64 videos. I plan to. I'm actually recording Doom 64 off a US N64 at the minute. So yeah, hopefully I'll be able to start doing some proper Doom 64 videos soon, because that'll be pretty fun. There's meeting words to live by for 90% shooter. Save early, save often. Yeah, unfortunately I am not immune to like terrible sort of not saving on times.
Ready for
I like that they block it off, by the way. Love the deep fryers. I picked up the new Blood remaster. I'm only a few levels in. I'm safe scumming like mad. You will do, because Blood's a difficult game. Like, I don't care what anyone says. Blood is just difficult, especially on the harder difficulties. Whee! Blow you up. But yeah, apologies for the tech issues right at the start of the stream there. So the thing I was testing, I'll let you know, I was genuinely testing if the oh, Cena lost. I was genuinely testing to see if there was going to be an issue with the multi-streaming, and there was. So I might have to look at other solutions for that, because I do still want to multi-stream, but at the same time, like, I'm not going to do it if it's going to kill the stream dead. If you... Oh, Cena stood in the ring. So just, okay, so to pivot very slightly here, I am a fan of wrestling, and I remember seeing John Cena on Sky One on a Saturday morning airing of SmackDown back in the day, and it's kind of a moment when you realise that, like, his career has just ended. So yeah, that's pretty sad. Remember when John Cena was in the Fred movie? Oh yeah, I do. Also, the secret exit on this level is here. This takes us to the Duke Burger level, if we so choose to go there. What's interesting as well is they've changed the ending to the Duke Burger level so that you can still sort of get arrested at the end of it. I'm really liking Blood so far. Aww. Oh, they're doing a guard of honor for him, I think. Okay, that's a lot of enemies. That's a lot of enemies. Get rid of all them. Yeah, I did really well there. There was a lot of enemies chasing me around there. Goodbye, everyone. I hope you guys enjoyed this underrated port. Yeah, no worries. Thank you, JC Denton. They've given John... They put, like, both world titles on John's shoulders. Aww. Sorry if I get a bit emotional here. Like I said, it's like... When you watch wrestling and you watch someone, like, grow from... like a nothing to the biggest star in the industry, and then he looks really sad. He looks like he doesn't want to go. Oh, this is sad. Like I said, sorry if I get a bit emotional. Like I said, it's just really sad when, like I said, you watch someone grow from nothing in their career and they become like a huge star, and then it's like it's over. It's over. I really want to put it on the stream, but I can't. I'm not allowed to. I know, it's really sad. I really don't want this. I don't know why they've done this. Like, I can only assume it's because he wants to do more films, but I don't... I assume it was just because they wanted to make things different. I don't think there's any like logical reason why they did it. Fun fact, Randy Pitchford is uncredited in Area 51 map. Nice, I didn't know that. Oh, this is sad. Oh, no. No, no, no. I'm not going to look at it too much, because if I look at it too much, I will tear up. I hate goodbyes. I really hate goodbyes. I don't know why I put this on with the stream. I don't know why this... I didn't consider this aspect to everything. No, 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 I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to cry. I'm not going to tear up. It's not going to happen. But I am watching it and I am like, this is really sad. Meanwhile, I'm destroying things in Duke Nukem. Hopefully he doesn't turn into grift like Dwayne Johnson. I mean, to be fair, from all accounts, John Cena is a very lovely person to work with. So he's not really got that ego that Dwayne has. Dwayne is definitely the ego child. Although I think a few blockbuster busts have really humbled him, which is good because he needed the humbling. Burger in place of Spin Cycle is pretty good trade. I was expecting Rock to come out. No, so Rock did a vignette earlier on. He was talking about like Cena's career, which was like, oh. And then I was like, but I'm glad that you've done this because it means like you're not going to be here tonight. I really don't want Rock there because Rock will make it all about him, and like Rock does that. Apologies if you're here just for the FPS galore, fun galore, but we are like, this has turned into like a half and half watch along, and at least they're giving him a better retirement than Goldberg got at Saturday night's main event. For those who don't know, Goldberg retired in the summer and they gave him a Saturday night's main event, and he got the mic to start giving his speech, said a few words, and then they literally ended the broadcast. And he was not happy with that. He was not happy with his the treatment he got. This is we were here moments. Yeah, no, and I'm sharing it with you all. So, like, I mean, I guess that's really nice. Like I said, if I could put it on the stream, I would put it on the stream, but they would 100% copyright that. They would 100% copyright strike that. But it is on YouTube, so if you want to watch it, it's literally on YouTube. That's how I'm watching it. Hello. Have you seen the clip where John was speaking Chinese and Dwayne did a really racist impression in Chinese person? Yeah, like I said, Dwayne does that. Like, unfortunately, like, he has an ego, and so you can see it there at the end of that level. They actually changed it to fit it in with the story of Duke getting captured. So it actually fits in pretty nicely. He's bowing in the ring. Oh. He's taking his shoes off. Oh, don't take the shoes off. No, don't take the shoes off. And he's taking the wristbands off. Oh no. A second. I'm watching it because he's left the ring and he's walking up the ramp, and The Rock is weird case. He only makes terrible moves, but everyone seems to love him. Yeah, I agree, Carnivorous Giraffe. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just watching it. This is a terrible idea. I should not have watched. I should not have put this on because I'm really invested. Oh my god. I can't believe it. It's like the end of... I hate this. I hate this because like I said, I've grown up with John Cena. This is like... Well, I mean, I was a teenager when he came into WWE. Oh my god. He's doing one final bow and he's saluting and that's it. Like he's gonna walk away and it's gonna be over. I have no knowledge of The Rock except his cooking quotes. And it's over. John Cena has retired. That is... It feels weird to say that. I don't like saying that. So sad they're going to execute John. Well, I don't. So the thing is, the only reason I think he's doing it is because the insurance on the films apparently is like ridiculous because he's a wrestler, and because there's a chance I'm just going to close the other window down because I feel like I'm going to get sad if I keep looking at that. I'm going to get really sad if I keep looking at that the black screen that's come up. And when they're going to make a new Duke Nukem 3D game called Duke 5. I mean, it would make sense. Like, I think they're going to do something for next year. I don't think they're going to miss out on the chance to make a bit of money on Duke Nukem. Yeah, it's done now. Yeah, it's just finished Carnivorous, so it's over. Fun down, if you fall down the spinning gears in the Saturn version, you can just get up again. Thank you, Cena. I know. Really sad. Like I said, if you don't watch wrestling, I get it. It must be like such a weird thing being like, well, why do you care that much? It's like, but I grew up alongside this. Like, you know, I know it's the same in every other sport, so it's not different in wrestling, but you know, you grow up with someone, you sort of see them grow as a person, become a success, and then it's over. It's like it's gone. Like it's done. I'm old. It's happening. Yay. You fans need you back. We all have our TV heroes. Yeah, no, exactly. You know, I'm just glad he got like a good ending. You know, he's never turned out to be a villain, which is good. I approve. Although he has done some weird things, but you know, we let that slide. The bigger picture we go for. Man, I love the movie Rock. My God, connections to 007. I love the Rock film. So you're talking about the one that's on Alcatraz, aren't you? With it had Sean Connery in it as well, and Nicolas Cage. That was a great film. It was basically a Bond film without like Bond being in the film, but it had the Bond actor in the film. I never watch wrestling, but I do love. I mean, are you sure about that? And Clownfish. That's fine. Like I said, it's just a nice little intersection. That like I'm obviously it's over now, so I probably won't talk about it too much more. Sean's awful too. I mean, to be fair, like I think a lot. If you look, a lot of people back then were that way inclined. It just is what it is. Unfortunately. Oh. Yeah, I realise this level's during the day. Yeah, so the skyboxes for the first episode are all in the daytime, and the skyboxes for the last episode are all in the daytime. Have you ever seen Sir Billy? I have not. I have not. man. I'm just sad. Oh, by the way, we were just talking about The Rock. Well, here's The Rock movie poster. So yeah, so instead of having like the poster from the Shawshank Redemption, they have that instead, which is pretty funny because we were just literally talking about The Rock. It's Fever Dream. I recommend it. I'll have a look into it. Grab the scuba gear. If a new Duke Nukem game is made, John saying John is not the voice actor, it'll crush him. I think that they should recast. If they're gonna redo the whole Duke Nukem thing, I love John St. John, but I think that we've reached that point where we need a new interpretation of Duke Nukem. I think that at some point you've got to turn around and say, like, look, we need to kind of change it a bit. Up for a 0-hour remaster. I'm quietly hoping that when Night Dive eventually do their like thing next year, they end up kind of including Duke 64 in the mix. Make sure you take as much of your preferred substance. I will, Squirrel. I will. Hoping for a 0-hour right. Well, no, because I'm fully on board with the thing that Night Dive is going to do a full-on remaster of Duke Nukem next year. I think that's the only way, like, that, like, you can get anyone interested. Because who else is going to do it? They're not going to do it in-house. And they've literally just done a Blood remaster, so they've shown they can handle the build engine. Recent Low Wang Shao game was great, but hey, did you did Quake Truck? Hell, they did Quake Truck. Exactly. So I think that like it makes the most sense to assume that we're going to see some kind of Duke Nukem 3D remaster. And the funny thing is, like with the Heretic one, I started saying that's probably going to be happening like a few months before it happened. Like people were like, oh, it's not going to happen. They'll never do it. And I was like, well, it kind of makes sense. It kind of makes sense that eventually they get round to it. Well, they botched the skybox in Blood Refresh, that's why it moves. Yes, when we were playing through that, I was very. By the way, they've taken the message off this wall, so there's no kind of hit. There's no like little Easter egg there anymore. I think the problem with the Blood remaster is that one, they didn't justify it well enough, and I agree, and I've always said that I do not feel they justified its price tag. And then number two, they had to get it perfect this time. They had to get it perfect, and they didn't. And once you kind of did that, it's like so difficult to sell it to people, because the people who've already been burned once, they're not going to buy your thing again, because they're not. And like I said all the time on those streams, and I'll say it now, if you want to buy it for console, then that's a justifiable purchase in my opinion. If, however, you want to buy it for PC and you already own fresh supply, just wait for it to go on sale. That is my honest tea on that. We're trashing Night Dive. We are trashing Night Dive's recent Blood remaster, yes, because as we kind of discovered on the streams, it was not the optimal experience. But luckily, they didn't say anything in the review copy they gave me about, like, I had to be nice about like the game. So, you know, I was really happy with that, because I was concerned people would think when I was playing through that, oh, you got a copy of this, so you're going to be nice about it. And I think in that first stream, I was consistently saying, this is not worth it, this is not worth it, this is not worth it. So, and the thing is, I am pretty certain people from Night Dive were watching that stream. So I can guarantee you, I am never getting another review code for a Night Dive game. But we have to speak the truth. We have to speak the truth. Otherwise, what is the point of all this? This isn't like, you know, this isn't like the Favorites Club. I didn't do a video on it as well because I started writing a script doing my first impressions for it, and I was like, well, what do I say here? Do I say, well, this is fine, but it's basically the same game, so, like, you know, think about it if you really want it. Like, that's not really a good video, is it? So I was like, I'll let the live streams do the talking, and they did. So I was happy with that. I don't blame you. Emblood works fine. Yeah, exactly. Was I still in the wall there? I didn't think I was still in the wall there. Besides the technical issues, how much of the pricing and pushing it will come out with the fault of the rights holders. But the problem is, like, if you're going to do a remaster of a remaster, you've got to justify it. And if you're going to charge more for it the second time round, you've really got to justify it. And I liked it. It was fun. But for $30, and if for those who own who already own, like, you know, fresh supply, it's like, I can't justify saying that to anyone. Like, I wouldn't buy it. and that's the honest to God truth. If they hadn't sent me a review code for it, I would have been totally happy not playing it. But they did, so I did. And I think some people bought it because some people liked what they saw. That's grand. That's great. But my recommendation didn't move from the first moment I played it, and that's on them, not me. I just think it should have been in a better state. I feel like if you're going to release a much more expensive version of the remaster that, you know, you were working on previously, you released previously, it's got to be better. You cannot, like, mess around with that too much. And they somehow didn't. And I get that, like, you know, they had the engine and all that, you know, that's really lovely. It's a great story. But in the moment-to-moment gameplay, you cannot tell me that most people would notice the difference.
I guess you didn't feel so lucky.
We gotta be truthful. And that's always gonna be my thing on the channel. I will always tell the truth. I will not sort of go, oh, you know, they'll fix this in the future. They might fix it in the future, but I don't know if they're going to fix it or not in the future. Oh. Besides the technical issue, I'd pay $40 for Blood on console as a first-time owner rather than $40 for Terminator 3D. I mean, again though, like, on console, it's a better proposition, but for PC players, they just didn't justify it. They just didn't. And you got to justify it. You got to justify it in this economy. In this economy? Yes, in this economy. So yeah, the sky is like a lovely purplish blue. So I'm guessing we're either at dusk or dawn here. Probably dusk, looking at that. Called it when it's done. Those grinders are removed from the Saturn version. They probably are, like Duke Forever. It's a remaster of a decompilation DOS game. Yeah, exactly. Like, but the good thing at least is they put one unit in there, so at least, like, you know, you can play that version, which I think is actually probably still the better version to play if you want the most authentic experience. Twice they've tried to eclipse that version, and it's still probably the most pure experience of Blood. I like that I just took those two out. That was fun. Whee! Excuse me. Excuse me. You are not welcome here. Go away. Been watching your YouTube videos for a while and saw the stream. It was live. Duke 3D is funny to me because my first experience with the game was not the main campaign but a Disneyland mod. Oh, nice. Hey, I mean, anyway is a good way. I used to, when we were kids, my dad used to bring home some Duke Nukem 3D mods. There was one called Prison, and it was like a massive, massive, massive level. I don't have too many memories of Duke Nukem 3D mods, though. It's not like with Doom, where like I was kind of enthralled from a young age. I played them, and they never really stuck with me. Except, so one thing I do remember, sometimes with Duke Nukem 3D, levels would corrupt when you were playing custom levels, and you get kicked to this weird like little shelter building. I remember that. I remember that. The remaster offers nothing over the original game in DOS, or I can run in HD, or fucking metal. Like I said, I feel like they didn't do the PC gamers justice, and I think that they're rightly getting like a bit of stick on that front, because it's like, if you want people to buy your like new remaster, you've got to sell it. You've got to sell it to people. I'm sorry. This isn't like a charity shop. We're not buying just because you've released a new version of Blood. I mean, it's great that you've released a new version of Blood, but we're not buying it just because of that. So you can see they've removed the secret level here. But fear not, I think the level's still in the game. I think it's the next level. Yeah, it is. So they've just moved it to the next level slot, so you have to do it anyway. Greetings here. Oh, cool, Drake. Doom was a massive overkill of mods. Doom was flooded with mods. Like, a lot of people probably haven't even played the base game of Doom because they literally started on the mods and never went back. Kind of, Blood's price was based on availability. Like you said, they knew it's the first time on consoles people pay. So yeah, I mean, I will say it again because it's worth repeating. On consoles, it's a much easier pill to swallow than on PC. But on PC, they did the dirty trick of putting that offer up, saying, "Hey, upgrade if you already own fresh supply," and then they took that away on release day. So it's like, they really caught a lot of people out with that, because a lot of people even came into the stream saying like, "Hey, I really wanted to buy this, but they've taken the offer away," and it's like, well, that was stupid of them. And what's even stupider is in like a week and a half, the Steam sales are going to start, and I guarantee it's probably going to be on sale. Ah, yes, Switch puzzles. One of Duke Nukem's favourite pastimes. There we go. Found it. This is crummy. That is crummy. I barely play LG Doom, plus Dragon Ball Z and Star Wars mods are fun. I guess no company is immune to the questionable decision. I don't think it was Night Dive who made the call, though. I think it was the people above them. But the thing is, like, a lot of their remasters have been trending up in price. Sorry, been trending up in price. So it's really, it's hard to say, because when Turok 3 came out, they charged, was it $25 for that? And people were like, well, that's a bit much for Turok 3. Like, it's a good game, it's not that good. And then I think with the was it the Outlaw remake, that was $30 as well. So it seems like they're slowly pushing the prices up each time they release something. Atari bought Night Dive a few years ago, so it wouldn't surprise me if that's a thing from Atari. I was going to buy it on console regardless. I waited 6 years for console. Yeah, no, exactly, Crestline. No, you do what you do. You. I'm not. I have no right to judge what anyone buys on their consoles. Absolutely none. Especially because if you've been a fan of Blood since you were like a kid, you want to play it on consoles for the first time. I'm mostly just talking about the PC version because the PC version is the one I'll play. It's the one I think a lot of people who watch me will be playing. So when I'm talking about all these critical aspects, I am talking about the PC version. I'm not really kind of bringing up the console versions because those are their own things to me. By the way, you'll notice as part of the what they added in this version, they actually added in side bits here. Now, I've not been able to figure out why on earth they thought to add in these side little bits over here, but they did, because in the PC version, there's literally like a wall here that stops you from going out, and it's the same over here. This wall's a bit more developed though, so you can kind of come all the way up here. Again though, there's not much up here, so you're kind of just wandering around going, okay, that's space that you've put into my game. Console guys like us get all PC crumbs.
Rip 'em a new one.
It's honestly another case that game companies are not your friends. They still, yeah, I agree, Flynn. I agree completely. And like I said, I like Night Dive, so it hurts me to say, like, either the game, they should have found something more to put in it. Like, they didn't even make levels for this one. Like, one of the things that Night Dive has done constantly with all these remasters, they actually make their own levels, but they didn't this time. It's weird. It was like a weird thing. When it came to Steam, I went ahead and just bought it on sale. Yeah, exactly, Crestline. And, you know, people bought it, and people who didn't buy it, well, they're kind of like waiting now, aren't they? To be fair, Ortiz and Tens were the reverse cognitive. I'm a console gamer, but I do have the GeoGeo account for games that can run on my laptop. I did buy Blood Fresh Supply when it came out for $5. Impressed that it has control support. Again, as well, though, but like, what? So, being completely honest, did you see anything in Refresh Supply that made you go, I need to spend 6 times that to get Refresh Supply on day one? And the answer's probably no. By the way, there's a little glitch in this game. I don't know if this is to do with the Duke engine or if this is Duke 64, but it is entirely possible to get these Octobrains to come through windows. So if you look here, look, they can actually crawl through the windows. I noticed that when I was doing my level comparison a while back on the channel. id Software is so much a better developer, and they will fund the project, have it given away for free, and then pay more for a new episode. I would buy to keep in my stream library just in case. I don't know. I mean, like I said, if you wanted to buy it, like it's your prerogative. I'm not. I will never judge you if you choose to buy it. But I would not have bought it. The only reason I played it day one was because they gave me a review key, and I didn't do a review of it, but I did 3 streams of it. And I was like, you know what? I think I've had my fill of this for now. If they go back and sort of fix it, and they do like patches, maybe I'll go back and do more of it, but they've got to fix it, because that's now the definitive way to play Blood. There's something really eerie about it being during the daytime. Like, normally this is at nighttime. We have the jetpack. So we're just going to fly over a lot of the things here. Having the jetpack allows us to do this. Oh, look at chat. No, unless the sale owning devs expire, I don't see the need for a refresh. I forgot. Does it have a new episode? No. So this is what we're saying. The only thing they've added in was, to my knowledge, the only thing that they've added in at launch was the Marrow expansion, which was fan made anyway. So you can play it with the Blood Source ports. I think they're adding more in the future. I think that was what they kind of said. In the future, there's going to be like more added. But it's not like with Heretic and like Doom, where people could upload their own stuff. It's pretty much like a curated garden. Automated patches. They update the skybox without updating the lighting. And also I showed off on the stream. I showed off on the stream. There was an issue as well with the engine, because if you stood on the edge of a sector like this, you could cause like the walls to go all black. It was really weird. And we went back and we actually looked at that in like the other versions, and it wasn't present in those versions. So it seems to have been a bug that was introduced in this version, which, okay. They'll add Death Witch as well. That's it. So that's the one that they were talking about adding. I know that they're going to do something with it, but the problem for me is like, if you're not going to put all that at launch, then why are you charging $30 for it? It doesn't make sense to me. It really just does not. And like I said, they didn't even make levels this time round, so it just feels weird. It's like, it feels like low effort, like, okay, maybe low effort's a bit much. Maybe it feels incomplete. I also saw Civi's video on it, and I kind of agree with everything that they said. So, you know. There you go. You got me all to watch a Civi video. I like Civi, by the way. That's just a joke. That's just a joke. I actually do like Civi. $64-bit rule. Yeah, fuck Abyss. Spent hours of my life on this map. So what I hate about this map is that to get the rocks to kind of come down over there, you actually have to come up to the cross here and stand in front of it like this, which to me is like really crazy. It's like, if you miss this, you can't go to the back end of the level, which it just seems really stupid to me. But hey, what do I know? Anyway, we should shrink ourselves down, shouldn't we? Sorry, I was teasing you all there. I was teasing you all with shrink action. Oh, don't you dare. Don't you dare. There you go. I could see it looming like it was thinking about it, but I don't think it had the sense to kind of come and actually squish me. So you can see you can still get up here. So this is still in the N64 version of level, but the text on the wall is gone. Rushed incomplete. Rushed incomplete. I wouldn't even say it was rushed. I'd just say that like it was incomplete. But again, like, I like Night Dive, but you can't show fanboys off favoritism when you're trying to give honest opinions about stuff. And I wanted to love it, and at best I liked it. So this is where we get the RPG, the missile launch for the first time. So yeah, this is kind of like the, I don't know why they changed around the weapon order like this. It's very weird to me. It is very, very, very weird to me. Let's go. Yeah, you can actually come around the back of the alien ship here. Look at that low-res texture. Tasty. Well, that was fun. Let's go back outside. Blood cash grab. Yeah, real crazy when they pull. Whoop party. Hey, Pixel Rated Games, how you doing? How you doing? Well, JPEG. Man, it's great to have an 80s babby. The worst low-res textures is in Battlelord Doors IMO. Well, we'll see those imminently. So, I think they split the levels up in this, don't they? So, we'll see very soon. Because I think because they like to split the this level up into 2 in the console versions. Hello. You can actually use this to get round to the back of the ship which you just saw. But obviously, you know, we've already been there. Excuse me. Bless me. 1981 here. I'm 1990. If you must know, I'm 1990. Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, we fall into the hole and it's basically a new level. If you're wondering why that happened, grab ourselves a nady launcher and SMG ammo. Thank you, Bugnative. What do you think about the new Street Fighter movie? So, as a wrestling fan, seeing Cody Rhodes look like that made my year, because Cody Rhodes looks stupid, but you know, it's dumb fun, and that's what I want. I want my video game. Okay, so in the PC version, it's actually possible to sort of turn around and run through the doors, but when you try to do that here, as you can see, the door kind of just slams shut on you. There's no give on that one. Not wrong with 90J. Yeah, so I love the original Mortal Kombat movie. Like, that is like a guilty pleasure movie for me. Did not like the Dragon Ball live action movie. Did not like that one. I love, like, 80s and 90s schlock films. Absolutely my jam. Love them. Was actually talking to a friend about that exact topic the other day. Because when they came to visit, they had us watching The Fifth Element, and that was fun. That was really fun. Oh, we died. Let's try that again. So that was fun. Speaking of Mortal Kombat, I got Legacy Collection. So, I've heard mixed things about the Mortal Kombat Collection. Is that, like, good now? Is it bad now? Are we praising it, or is it, like, doomed to fail miserably? I kind of want them to do that with the old Tekken games, but I don't think they ever will. I don't think we'll ever get to that point. I would love for them to release the old Tekken games in that style. You can die anytime you want, my friend. You can die anytime you want. There you go. Dead. It's been updated since release. Adequate as far as I know. Finally in a state of promise. Excellent. I'm happy that Night Dive didn't make Death Wish 2 an RS exclusive. That, at least. Yeah, I get what you mean. Didn't say dum-dums or explosive shotgun shells. They are, yes. So let's see if I can... Oh. Okay. So, something you need to understand. The space episode, so the second level, Lunar Apocalypse, it doesn't have any stars, and it hasn't got the Earth. Normally, when you come to this episode, there's like a giant Earth over there, and then you got like distant stars. But here it's just darkness everywhere. That just looks wrong. Didn't have any dun-duns or explosive I'll have a look. I don't know if I have any explosive shotgun shells at the minute. Thank you. Go. Have you seen the photos from the moon? Yeah, I mean, I've never been there myself. Be quite a feat if I managed to get to the moon myself. I never liked the second episode. That's fine. Like, this is the one I think most people dislike when they talk about Duke Nukem 3D. I actually don't mind it. I want to make a video talking about it, but at the same time, it's like, we'll get around to it when I get around to it. I'm trying to be nicer to myself in speed I get to videos. But what's weird is that you don't have the skybox, but you do have like the alien spacecrafts. So you can see there, like, you've still got that ship there. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna show you this because I think this is gonna be fun to show. You can actually no clip out of the let's see if I can get it right. GN clip. Oh, you're not gonna work now for me, are you? Right. So, oh, okay. So in this version, you can't just walk outside of bounds. Okay. Because in the PC version, you can actually go out of bounds. No clip cheat, lol, lol, lol. Yeah, but the thing, so in the PC version, you can actually go out of bounds and you can kind of mess around out there, but you can't do that in this version. It just kind of throws a big, massive hissy fit and kills you. I liked it. I don't mind episode 2. I think it's got good levels in there. I just think that like the theming gets a bit much for some. It gets a bit repetitive. Got to hit twice or 3 times to get them. Would you do 6 to 8? No, do 3D on PC. Kills you as well. I would guess N64 can't do pilot skyboxes. Possibly. Like I said, it's just weird because every level in this episode has this like void here, which is pretty depressing to look at. And I should also point out, if you're enjoying the music in this version, you're only enjoying it because I've injected it into the Red Nukem. Because if you play this natively, there's no music. That was one of the compromises that the N64 version had to kind of endure. I would guess I think Duke 3D Sky as well is basically just cube projections. I mean, I can't answer that, but I can tell you that in the PC version, there's a lot more going on outside those walls than there is in this version. So yeah, what I'm probably going to do, by the way, because obviously I did say I was testing this stream. What I'll probably do, I'll probably look at trying to change the way I multi-stream so that I can fix that for the next stream. Because I'm not happy that that keeps happening. I'm really not happy that basically what happens is for some reason either YouTube or the service that I'm using to split the streams into multi-streaming, it basically goes, oh wait, you want like a normal stream and a mobile one? Nah, we'll just have the mobile one running. Yeah, 65-bit was the music, sorry, only room for 64. I wish there was a Duke Nukem game with crossplay. There's no way to really play. So, like I said, just wait until the end of next year. We'll probably get it. That's the way it seems to be. Everyone's favorite Duke Nukem enemies. Well, It's a good thing I saved there, wasn't it? We're just gonna do this. We're just gonna let them come into the door, wander into the door. World Tour uses skyboxes, as do many mods for Duke. I wish there was a Duke Nukem game with crossplay. Same with Serious Sam. I always want to play that online. I get what you mean. Oop. So the grenade launcher is immensely fun to use, but it's also a pain in the ass to use sometimes. Yeah, I'll probably turn the music down a little bit. Serious Sam was hella fun. I've never... So I've played Serious Sam 1. I've never played any of the other ones though, because I used to play with a group of friends who used to play that all the time. Serious Sam 1. And they would want to do co-op all the time. So I don't really have much affinity for the Serious Sam franchise. I was late to that party. Serious Sam mentioned, "Hey Framerator, how you doing? How you doing? Welcome, welcome." Yeah, no, at some point I will cover it because Serious Sam's such a good franchise, and there's a lot of games in there which I can cover, which is nice. And because like I said, I've not really experienced them. A lot of them will be first time playthroughs, which is even better because I think people like first time playthroughs. Oh my god, Framerate. Framerator. Yeah, no, hey Framerator. What about Tech War? People keep mentioning Tech War in the comments in every stream I do, and I'm like, maybe. I'll need to look into it. I'm very open to playing new games, by the way. That's the issue. Isn't me playing like not wanting to play games. It's finding the time to give them the attention they deserve, because I don't want to do that thing where I play it for like an hour or so and then do like a bunch of videos based on that 1 hour. I want to experience it and play it, and you know, I want to get to know the game before we kind of like before I start like ripping it apart. There's enough people who put like low effort content out on YouTube who do that. I don't need to be another one of them. Deus Ex being redone and coming to console. Deus Ex has also been delayed. So I don't know if that's anything to do with the bad backlash it got, because people were not thrilled when they saw that remaster. But yeah, I think it was the other night I saw that it's been put back in the oven. Unfortunately, it does not look great. Unfortunately, yeah, like the feedback to that was like instant and aggressive. Your content's great. You're now a guy from India using AI. Oh no, like no. I think I don't watch AI content, so like I the only AI content I'm aware of at the minute is that there's a guy in the Doom community who's doing like Doom in history, so like the history of China and the history of India. And I watched some of the videos the other day, and I think I left a comment on one of them where I was like, this would be like 1,000 times better if you actually put like a photoshopped HUD over the AI slop HUD that you got, because what kept happening the HUD kept sort of defocusing, and the numbers were being really glitchy, and the face was doing like all kinds of stuff. And I was thinking to myself, I was like, this video would be like 1,000,000 times better if you just, you know, did that one thing. AI more like belongs in the trash. Yeah, unfortunately, and the thing is that person's now got like 3 Doom channels doing Doom like histories, so it's like cool. I guess the Doom community finally got its AI slot. Fuck it. Yeah, no, Requiem, how you doing? How you doing? Oh my god, that remaster looks like a cash grab. Walmart has many slot channels now. Yeah, and it's free to play. I'm not gonna look. If people want to make AI videos, they can make AI videos. The thing with AI content is it's only as popular as people want it to be. So if people don't watch the AI slot will go away very quickly. But people watch it, and that's why it's profitable. So we can sit here and say it's sloppy and not nasty, but someone's watching it somewhere because people keep making it. AI is very uncanny valley. I don't really like it. Like, the thing with AI is, like, once you're kind of aware of it, it's impossible to look past it. Even watching gives it power, so yeah, avoid it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying to you. Like, if you don't like AI content, just do not engage with it. Don't even like give it like the attention, because all it does is make them want to do more of it. It's like really bad order, you can tell. It depends how it's done, Budget Ninja. It depends how it's done. Like, because some AI content can be pretty funny, but the problem is that, like, even the good AI content, I feel like it would be done better by a human. So it's always like, for me, it's like even the good AI content, and there isn't much of that, you know. It could be done much better elsewhere. It's missing the human soul. Yeah, and you know, like, do you want to be watching like something that's like glitching out after like 10 seconds because the AI model can't keep its concentration together? Other YouTube recommended me AI made video about Julius and Efkel. Even if we avoid AI videos, kids don't care of the consequences. They alone carry much of the weight in the algorithm. Unfortunately, even though they're not supposed to be here, even though they're not supposed to be here, it is the great sadness that we are under the thumb of YouTube, of kids and what kids want. Even though, for example, my channel is like strictly 18 plus. Like, I do not market my content to kids even slightly. Kids also control the gaming landscape. AI is like a child of humanity. It's up to us to guide it and help it grow. I think we were talking about this the other night. I have no problem with like the application of AI in like a number of fields, but I feel generative AI at the minute, it's so lazy, and it's not even good lazy. It's like, look what we did. Look, we copied someone else's homework. It's like, okay, thanks. The tech's cool, but how it's being pushed and used is my issue. If a game isn't popular for streaming, it will die. I don't agree. Like, I mean, I'm playing Duke 64 here, and I'd argue that, like, you know, people want to see it. I think you've just got to be like, people new to streaming, they've just got to pick games they like and stick with it, you know. Don't just follow the trends, because if you end up playing Fortnite, there's like, you're competing against like a bajillion people playing Fortnite, and if you don't love Fortnite, you're not going to match their enthusiasm. That's my honest answer to like streaming not popular games. and popular games. It's like you've got to enjoy the games you're streaming. Like I love Duke Nukem. I could play this every day. Not this level. I don't like this level, but you know, I could play Duke Nukem every day. Well, the funniest one for me is like you can always tell when someone isn't enjoying the game they're playing, and you cannot be inauthentic for that long. People catch on. Ow. Smack in the face. Yeah, I'm looking forward to picking up classic ISA Sound Blaster for my retro gig and playing the original DOS Duke 3D. Excellent! You should do. That sounds like a good idea. If I had the money for a DOS PC, I would get a DOS PC, but this year's been very difficult for finances, obviously because my partner was very, very critically ill for most of the year. So, unfortunately, luxuries like DOS PCs have unfortunately fallen off the cliff for me this year. Maybe next year. Oh, and that wasn't me criticizing, by the way. Every penny spent was worth it to get them through what they went through. So please don't assume like I'm saying like, oh no. I'm just saying like priorities took hold this year for me. Hail to the king, baby. Duke Rise. Specifically Unleash mode. Yeah, I'm looking forward to picking up Classic. Nah, I got you personally. I can't wait for Night Out to remaster Oregon Trail. Would you want them to, though? That's the question. Ooh. Also, love that they still haven't fixed that. So basically, if you look outside the space base here, you can see that there's an untextured wall there. And unlike in Doom, where it's like a hall of mirrors, in Duke Nukem, untextured filters are that, basically. I remember when Quake Champions first came out and Dr. Disrespect played it. That was Quake Champions at its peak from rage quitting. So I loved Quake Champions when it first came out. That was one of the few multiplayer games where I was like, you know what, let's have a bit of fun with this.
Where is it?
Maybe Oregon Trail was hard. I played it on max in middle school. Other people quit playing too. I wonder when they're gonna remaster Wolf 3D. So my guess is that they'll do like a classic bundle with Wolfenstein, where they bundle in Wolf 3D, Spear of Destiny, and then they'll probably put in the Return to Castle Wolfenstein. I don't think that they would put Wolfenstein 3D out on its own, because I don't think that they could. I think that's a tough sell in the modern market. But you know, crazy things have happened, who knows. But they can't charge $30 for Wolfenstein 3D. You would never get anyone to pay $30 for Wolfenstein 3D remastered. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. You know the boss from Quake 3 was going to be in Champions. Oh really? I didn't know that. Oh, this is Star Trek level. There is. Well, no. So Wolf 3D doesn't get mentioned for remasters because I think a lot of people who want that are in an extreme minority. Oh goody, we've got a bunch of you. Let's go. So I just need to check something quickly here. Let me just quickly check this. Auto aim, no, never. So the reason I'm doing this is because if you play this by default, it sort of auto aims, so it makes using this against the oh, they must have fixed it in this version. Fair enough. Yeah, love Doom, Quake. What about Half-Life? I mean, to be fair, like, didn't they put out a new version of Half-Life a few years ago? Man, the 3D effects really changed the look, really add to the chaos. Like I said, I actually really like the N64 version of Duke Nukem. I actually think I'd argue a point better than the original, but then, like, I think there's other parts where it's weak. I think Red Nukem really brings together the best of both worlds. So what I love here, by the way, when we open this in the PC version, this wall we're about to open here, it's supposed to be like this beautiful shot of like a shuttlecraft and the Earth and the stars. So we open it here, it's just yeah, it's just a black wall. The ship's still here, but it looks like it's just floating in the void. Black Mesa. Yeah, so unfortunately that is one thing that this version gets horribly, horribly wrong. Yeah, so we're gonna go to the Star Trek and we're gonna go to the Star Trek Enterprise bridge here. All aboard. So yeah, this is the Enterprise bridge. Yeah, I mean, obviously it looks nice in the PC version, but
Cool.
I don't know why, probs. I will. Hello, bro. I hope it's good. Hey, Dos Grande, how you doing? Is it Dos Grande or Dos Grand? Which way would you like me to call you? Just so I know, for the future. But welcome. Starfleet. Starfleet does not approve. Starfleet does not approve of my methods. Let me tell you.
Hail to the king, baby.
The really ready room. So yeah, this is all like, these are all like little references to like Star Trek. Obviously this is Picard's little office. This is the Enterprise. Is this the, I think this is the Next Generation one. I'm pretty confident it is. Oh, not good though. If you look at the photos on the moon, you don't see stars. You don't notice them before. Starfleet, TNG, yes. I thought it was TNG because it looks like the TNG bridge, but you never know. Someone might say in the comments it's not, and I'll have to go with them. Yeah, you wins in, bro. You're very right. Sorry, I was behind. Grande, basically. Yes, love the videos. Okay, Grande, cool. I'll call you that from now on. I like to try and get people's names right because I think although I am prone to getting them wrong, so I will try. Wait. Oh, I didn't hit the button, did I? There's a button we have to hit. Back we go. Yeah, there's a button over here that we need to hit. Oh, hello. Thanks for that. Oh, thanks for that, game. Thank you. Doo-doo. There's health here.
I needed that.
So now this is opened up. Let's go, go, go. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. As much as I love you, I gotta go now. Gonna watch the replay later. Yeah, no worries, no worries. So like I said, this is only a test stream. So like I'm only gonna be streaming for like half an hour more. But I do plan to stream tomorrow night, so I'll probably carry on with this tomorrow night because this has been fun. Yeah. So these middle levels, they all kind of feel the same as the PC version of the levels. So unfortunately, like if you're wondering why I'm not really walking you through differences. Oh, thank you, Stephen, for the $5 super chat. Hey, nice work on level ranking videos, dude. Oh, thank you. I'm annoyed at myself because I did miss one out in the Doom one, which because if you watch like I think it's 3 and 4 in that, they kind of merged together, and I have no idea why that happened. Like so, like this, but I've put it up unlisted, the proper version of that. So, but yeah, I am working on a Doom 2 one, but I've not set myself a time for that. Well, thank you, Stephen. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Which of the boomer shooters have you done it for you in the past year? To be honest, Heretic. The Heretic re-release is all I needed. I wanted that for years and I got it, so I was like, can't really argue. So what I love about this level is you can skip most of it and not feel guilty. So night, damn, I work in the... sorry, I'm sorry about that. It's a teletext overlay and emulation of teletext, or is it pre-rendered? I made it myself in Photoshop. I can tell you the exact story as well. In the UK, was it last year or the year before, McDonald's did a teletext campaign for like a month. And I saw it on TV and I was like, that would make a cool stream overlay. And then I literally like spent the rest of the day just making these teletext overlays. So... no, I made those myself actually. Yeah, so one thing I really love about Microsoft, and like it's one of the few things I actually like about Microsoft, because you know Microsoft have made some really stupid decisions, is that instead of charging people for the Doom and Heretic re-releases, they just put them in people's libraries if they already own them. And I'm not saying everyone needs to do that, but what I am saying is that you need to make it very accessible for people who've been long-time supporters of the franchise. And with Heretic, it literally, I remember I was sat here at this PC and I was literally looking at my Steam library and it literally appeared like in the Steam list, and I was like, holy hell. Because goodwill like that, it keeps people invested in your franchises. And I'm not saying like every remaster has to be free. What I'm saying is you've got to make it reasonably priced. Microsoft just went all the way with it because they were like, you know, people buy the console version anyway. The DOS only version was hard to yeah, I've been waiting to play Heretic myself. Yeah, Microsoft's amazing. No, so I'm not saying Microsoft's amazing. They do a lot of things that I hate, like absolutely despise. But on that one thing, I will give them the flowers. Those are things, bad products, only bad price. I mean, if we're gonna call it like it is, the Blood remaster should have been $20 max. It should have been $20 max, and it should have been more, but it wasn't. So, you know, people have been critical about the price, and it's very hard to not kind of agree with them on it. But I'm sure in like 3 years' time, when it drops to like $15, everyone's gonna go, "Whoa, what was all the hullabaloo about?" And they'll be right, because, you know, by then, like, it'll actually be worth it. So unless they remaster it. Is it remaster it? Remaster? I don't even know at this point. I'll see you all when they release the refreshed, replenished supply of Blood in 2030. It's such a good move. PC players who own the legacy game probably hype up the game. Yeah, exactly. And the thing is, because they did that, I literally put it on the stream straight away. So, and a lot of people didn't even know it had happened. So it was like free advertising for them. It's like, and I'm not, again, I'm not saying it has to be free. What I'm saying is, if you make it easier for people to access your remaster who've been the most loyal, they'll remember that the longest. Because to be fair, most of the copies they'll sell will be on console anyway, I reckon. So it's not. So that's where you make your money. Refresh, resupply, refreshed, resupplied, and rehashed. I do hope there isn't another one. I don't think the Blood franchise could survive another remaster in like several years' time. I just don't think they could. The audacity if they tried it. Oh, you. No price. I will know. I just think you've got to price things appropriately. That's all. That's for me. That's the key. That's the key. You price it appropriately. People don't get mad. I'll just do what Microsoft does and give it away for free to PC gamers, and then no one's upset. Everyone's really happy then. Because it's very hard to complain about something that's free and given away. The only thing that needs to be remastered at this point will be Blood 2. So people came into my stream and said they wanted to see a Blood 2 remaster, which interesting to me because I actually watched someone streaming Blood 2 the other night on Twitch and I didn't like what I saw. So I'm like, would we really want to save this, or should we should someone come in and do a Blood 2 that's, you know, good and finished? Oh, by the way, I'm going to show you something now that is not in the PC version, but it is hilarious all the same. So, I present to you... Oh, wait a second. I don't want this thing. I present to you the spinning UFO. I'd go for a Reimagine Blood 2. Yeah, I think that's the way. If you're going to remaster Blood 2... I think you've got to go from the ground up. I don't think you take the ideas, take the locations, and just redo the whole thing. Like, don't even try to salvage it. Spin. Spin, spin, spin. When I saw this for the first time, I swear to God, I laughed for like 10 minutes. I literally sat here laughing for 10 minutes because that is the most ridiculous thing. And the funniest thing is, there's one, I think there's one in one of the other corners as well, is there? Yeah, it's so stupid. It's so stupid. But you gotta give it to them for doing it. Maybe that's actually the secret level location. I mean, possibly, like... I know the secret level's actually in the center bit at the end, so... I just, like I said, it just looks stupid. Spin. Okay, I'll stop, because I don't want people actually getting sick. That's genius. Even way back in the day when we were looking at Blood 2 with pics, when it's been developed, it looked jank. It looked jank. Okay, by the way, I want you to admire just how low res this door is. I present to you the low res door. Like, even by 90 standards, that is low res. So, let's see what I can do here. Jeez, they look like they scaled the wrong direction. It literally looks like yeah, so I can't use the I don't think I can use the shrinking trick in this one because I don't think it of course there's one left. Oh, look, of course I smashed myself in the face with a rocket. Oh my god, the shrinker hitbox location is different. It definitely worked. Yeah, so I remember getting it to work when I was doing my level playthroughs, but unfortunately, I don't think it's good. Let's use this weapon instead. So if you charge that up fully with like full ammo, that will basically destroy anything. It's basically this game's version of the BFG. But it doesn't really work exactly like the BFG. Cool. We did it. Yeah, there's a secret here. The texture filtering was supposed to mitigate textures like that, but even with it on, it looks... So, okay, so what we can do, I can close this door. Let's put the texture filtering on, because I remember Squirrel earlier on really wanted it on. And let's see if it actually makes a difference, because I think... Somehow, it makes it look worse. Somehow, it makes it look worse. So, you can choose your poison here. You can choose your poison, whether you think that that looks better or whether you think that looks better. I leave it up to you to decide. Like, from a distance, it doesn't look too bad, and if we do the texture filtering here, I guarantee. So yeah, from a distance, if you kind of look at it from the corner of your eye, it looks like, oh, that's a nice door texture. But the closer you get to it, like, the worse it gets. Like, it's like the cataract starts activating about here. Why is the door looking 8-bit? Not even texture filtering can save it. It's like you've gone blind. Yeah, it's like you've got a cataract that sort of is activated by proxy to the door. And my nan had cataracts, so I can make jokes about that. And she's dead, so I can make jokes about that. God rest her soul.
Cool.
It looks good, but closer, yeah. That's what I'm saying. The closer you get to it, the worse it looks. It's one of those. It's one of those like little optical illusions. Maybe deep makes sense. Yeah. To be fair, I think didn't the N64 have like console level texture filtering, or am I thinking of anti-aliasing? I know it had one of them. Like it had it literally by default on every game. Well, that was nice of you, wasn't it? Anti-aliasing. Yeah, I knew it was one of the two. Because I know that's a problem when it comes to emulation, because a lot of the games they look for that and they can't find it, so it ruins the graphical style because it was kind of baked into the N64. Yes, that's the one. Thank you Omega, and thank you. How long have you been playing Duke Nukem for? I started playing Duke Nukem when I was 6, and I know it was 6 years old because at the time I was big into Doom 2 at the time, Heretic, and SimCity 2000. Those are like my 3 kid games on PC that I used to play everything out of. I love those games. And then Duke Nukem came along, and I remember my dad didn't pay for Duke Nukem. A friend from his work came round with a floppy disk and put it on the computer, but he left the cheat codes on. So for like the first month, like it was in vulnerability. So like this was like the wildest game. Who says piracy doesn't pay? I know, but I use a game shot. Nice. N64 had a 9Z buffer. You did. You can, but now try back code, even have made back, then do so. Yes. Needs Vulkan. I think this has Vulkan. Just a second. Let me check. Video mode. So let's have a look. I think in the setting before we come into this, you can put Vulkan on, but I have it on OpenGL. Because I think you can only do that when you're loading into the game. Wow, they really don't like me, do they? For your troubles, you can have that. So if we wanted to, we could exit here, but I'm going to show you. Hey, YS Bunny. Hi. Night Dive's good with presenting 64 games. Do you think Duke Nukem 64 will be playable? Yeah, so I fully expect they'll do what they did with Heretic, where they'll let you switch between the different levels. I think they'll have to do that. Because I reckon if they're going to do a 30th anniversary for Duke Nukem 3D, they'll pull everything in. So they'll do Duke Nukem 3D. You'll get probably the option to use the PS1 music instead of, because I think that's the main thing people want from that version. You'll probably be able to switch to the N64 levels. Wouldn't be surprised if they put the Caribbean, like Life's a Beach, Duke It Out in DC, the winter one, which no one likes, and then there's the other one that has like 50 levels in it. I can't remember what it's called. It's never been released officially. And also the PS1 levels. It would not surprise me if they put the PS1 levels in, just for good measure. I know the secret level is around here somewhere. I know the secret level is in this wall somewhere. We don't want to go there anyway, so we're not going to bother. Looks smooth. Possibly a graphical filter for Diablo 2 Resurrected. L2 switch between. Possibly. It depends how much. It depends what they want to do with it. But I would say they've got to put all that stuff in, because I think I don't think they can get away with just like trying to pull a 20th anniversary and taking things out, because the only thing they can take out is that 20th anniversary episode. And I'll be honest with you, like, if that went missing, I wouldn't be complaining too much. This is the PC mod. Yeah, this is Red Nukem. I would not recommend playing this on real hardware unless you really fancy fighting the controls for a few hours. I beat you 64 first. Episode 2 really has some of the best music. It does, but like I said, if you play the normal version of this, you don't actually get the music. The music I've spliced in. That. So you'll notice that they got rid of the mirror here. There's normally a mirror here that lets you sort of look around the corner, but they've got rid of it obviously because they don't want mirrors in this version. N64 controllers tightest. The N64 controllers are terrible. I remember the dev saying the performance would tank if they had the music, just like the Jaguar port of Doom. Possibly. I'd like them to do a soundtrack resample for Doom, similar to how Doom and Heretic did. So the problem with that is that they need to find someone in the community that's willing to do that, because with Doom you have plenty of people who are like willing to do all the heavy lifting. So you need to find someone in the Duke Nukem community who's willing to remaster all the songs and then also willing to do it for decent pay, because obviously Night Dive's not going to spend a ton on like that particular aspect of the game. Gonna take a little break and win a match of Fortnite. BRB. That's fine, that Bugnative. If I'm not here when you come back, I'll be back tomorrow anyway, so. But it's been fun. Like, I did not expect to be having as much fun with this as I am doing, so, you know, that's good. That's good. Not that I didn't expect to be having fun with it, but because it's like almost 5 AM here, and I'm not even tired. It's weird. Maybe I should just start streaming at US times. Because apparently my mind's like, well, we're not tired. Excuse me. I think Aubrey Hodges was, well, probably. If you asked them nicely enough, they probably would. Because didn't Night Dive use an already existing fan music compilation in the first one, and then they got the person to do the second Doom 2? Because I'm pretty sure that's how they came into that new soundtrack for Doom. The reason I'm doing this isn't because I want to do that. It's because well, that was fantastic, wasn't it? Ooh, vibes from Neptune and Mars with a Z. That's an interesting name. Thank you for the subscription. Right, you. I remember the dev saying, yes, I've read that. If you stick to Doom, not the best though. I think I was hoping Nintendo finally comes out with a keyboard and mouse for that system, but yeah. Shadow Eye. Unfortunately for the N64, I don't think they would have bothered with a keyboard. They did release one for the GameCube though. If you Google GameCube keyboard, you'll see what they actually released for that, because I think they released that for, was it Phantasy Star Online on the GameCube? So Nintendo they were down for making keyboards, but they usually was for the online games. Well committed. Yeah, I did. To be fair, the way I play these games, if I'm not playing it seriously, I just have fun. It's like, I'm just all about chaos. They're supposed to be fun, these games. They're not supposed to be like a chore. Why play like they're a chore? Because it only takes the fun out of the game. Shoot everything. Someone is shooting me from behind. Oh, but man. Yeah, so like when I'm playing games like this, I just go into the mindset of pew pew, have fun. Like that's because you can play this super carefully, but it's not as fun. Like for me, it's not as fun. It's that's why like I'm not like taking this like super seriously, because it's like it's fun. There are plenty of people out there who will run this the way that, you know, that way, and they'll enjoy doing it for you. So they do a much better job than me at it.
Come get some.
Yeah, I think the stream's having problems again. Are we back? No, I think we're having problems again. Well, I was going to end the stream now anyway, so I think this is a good cutting off point because my internet's starting to play up. So thank you very much for joining me. Like I said, this was just a test stream to test some stuff out. Yeah, so like I said, I'm going to end it now anyway, so like it's good timing. So I'll be back tomorrow, and hopefully like I'll be able to sort out whatever that internet problem is, because it's obviously a problem. But yeah, thank you so much everyone for hanging out. It's been really fun. Thank you Ren, thank you Drake, thank you Book Native. Yeah, like I said, I was going to end it now anyway, so what I'll do, I'll save it and then we'll pick this up tomorrow. So cool. Yeah, no, like I said, good impromptu stream. I had fun with this, and I'll probably stream for 4 or 5 hours tonight anyway, so you'll see, we'll have a proper stream out of it. Everyone have a good night. Yeah, everyone have a good night, stay safe, and I will catch you on the next stream. Meanwhile, Duke's going to be dancing here while the frame